Is this thing on? Yes, I pressed record. Okay, woohoo! Hey, friend. This is the fresh princess of email marketing speaking, I think. And you're listening to episode 24 of the Email Sound Booth podcast. Lucky me. Today's episode is going to be short and sweet. Kind of like me. I think I'm short and sweet. But for you, if you're brand new to email marketing and you're not sure how things work together to give your subscriber the best experience, let me dive in and get you the juice here. Okay, so number one, you have a welcome sequence, right? A welcome sequence is that automation. When I join your email list, you send me out, 3, maybe 4 emails, right? And those are automated. Those are sent out automatically, right? You have a welcome sequence. That's number one. Number two, you're also sending out weekly newsletters, right? And the weekly newsletter, that's that timely thing. These are not automated, right? These are, okay, I send my newsletter on Tuesdays. I sit down on Tuesday, I write it, I hit send. Okay, so we've got the welcome sequence and the weekly newsletters. But here's where some newbies might be messing up. If I am still in your welcome sequence, I do not and should not get your weekly newsletter. So for example, let's say your welcome sequence is 4 emails over 4 days, right? I join your email list on Monday, right? That means on Tuesday, I'm on the second email to your welcome sequence, right? But also, we just said you send your emails, your weekly newsletters out on Tuesdays. You do not want me to get your newsletter. You want me to open and read your welcome sequence email, right? Right. So we want to exclude me and any other subscribers in your welcome sequence from your weekly newsletter. Again, that's what I'm going to say. If someone is in your, or let me say it again, is what I meant. If someone is in your welcome sequence, they do not and should not get your weekly newsletter. Remember, the welcome sequence is all about welcoming new subscribers. So we don't want to interrupt that welcome with a weekly newsletter. We want them to be excluded from said weekly newsletter. Got it? Now, how to do this? Okay, this is the technical part, and I'm going to give you a little bit of advice and push you out of the nest for you to do it yourself. Because each email service provider, how you're sending your emails, is different. As you know, I use Kit, formerly ConvertKit. And honestly, Kit has the capabilities for me to create some automations and tags that will, automatically exclude people, right? But, I am not a tech guru. I'm more of a tech MacGyver. I kind of duct tape and Band-Aid stuff together because, personally, I suck at technology. Maybe that's a limiting belief, but it's the belief I'm limiting myself with today. So here is how I do it. Well, side note, you can Google it for yourself with your, excluding subscribers and then the name of your ESP, email service provider, right? And that will give you like the actual way to do it. You could also, join our Email Sound Booth Facebook group, Smart Cookies in there, okay? This is how I do it. Really low tech, very simple. And yes, I will preface and predict your question. Yes, I do this with every newsletter I send. So I write the newsletter up and then, Kit asks me, who are we sending this to, Liz? Right? So I select send to all subscribers. And then I minus any subscriber who has joined in the last 4 days. Boom. It will now exclude anyone in the welcome sequence. How? Because if they joined in the last 4 days, they are in that welcome sequence. Remember a few minutes ago, I told you I have a 4-day welcome sequence I have 4 emails that go out in 4 days. So I know very simply, anyone that has joined my email list in the last 4 days is still in the welcome sequence. Let me say that again. I select all subscribers, and then I minus any subscriber who has joined my email list in the last 4 days. Again, I know this because anyone who has joined in the last 4 days, they are in my welcome sequence. Why? Because my welcome sequence is 4 days long. The math is mathing here, okay? So that's a simple, low-tech way of excluding your welcome sequence subscribers from your weekly newsletter. Make sense? And again, we want to exclude them because they are in the welcome sequence, and the welcome sequence is not done doing its job. Its job is to welcome them, set expectations, share a little bit of this, share a little bit of that, so they know they're in the right place. So if they're getting a random newsletter in the middle of that, it breaks up the cadence. It's going to confuse them. We don't want to do it. All right. Hopefully this makes sense. Again, if you need more help with this, get in the Facebook group, Email Sound Booth. You can just search it on Facebook or go in the show notes. We're going to help you with that. All right. I lost my train of thought. I guess that's it for today. I told you to be short and sweet. If you like this kind of advice, you will love Email Marketing Membership, where I churn out email templates once a week with video walkthroughs that give you marketing and copywriting and tech tips to make those weekly newsletters something your subscribers want to read, click on, buy from, etc. You already know it's $9 a month, link in the show notes. And last, as always, please come back and share in the reviews of this podcast how this episode helped you today. I'm Liz Wilcox. You are awesome. And I'll meet you at the next episode of what? The Email Sound Booth.